DeMonte Thomas maybe was out there, and he had his man beat, but the receivers were running patterns too close together, so the Orange defender came off of his man and made a play on the other guy, and that's what you don't want on offense. You need a little bit more spacing on offense right there.
Jack Kolick wide to the left. Also there, Trayvon Barnes. Low snap handoff. It's Baldwin running through the line past the 35. Wilson makes the tackle to keep Baldwin from getting the initial first down in the game for the Chargers, and he is stopped at the 31. So call it a gain of 6 on the play.
Yeah, and what you're seeing from Northwood right now, they're not afraid on offense with Gonzalez airing the ball out right there, and that running back, Tyrell Baldwin right there. He seems like he hits the line hard. A big kid. He's 6', 205, which is, big for a high school level running back. And
on 3rd down and 4, we've got a jump into the neutral zone by the Orange nose tackle. Noah Rogers making a rare tactical error. And
that's the first one I can think of him making. That's the first one I can think of him making this year.
And that offside penalty will give Northwood a first down.
Well, like I was saying about Northwood's offense, Jeff, I'm sure they know how good Orange's defensive reputation is. And right now, I think they're playing the way they need to play. They're playing kind of with everything hanging out and letting loose, And
sure.
Gonzalez right now wasn't even supposed to be a starter. He's letting it fly. Baldwin's running the ball hard. We'll see what happens.
Barnes to the left. And to the right, 3 wide receivers. Gonzalez looking that way. He'll throw it, and it is caught by Scott at the 15. And Josh Scott is into the Orange neutral zone, red zone rather, down to the 11-yard line off his first catch of the night. Josh Scott, who's only a 5'7" sophomore, makes the grab, and the gain good for 16.
Yeah, he looked like he was doing about a 10-yard curl route right there. And Gonzalez, hey, that's what he's got to do, 2 or 3-step drop, get it out there quick, and he made a good pass, accurate, right on the money for the first down for Northwood. And I'm just looking over right now, 74 for Northwood, Jeff. 6'8", 295-pound offensive left guard.
He stands out. Low snap, Gonzalez hands it off. Baldwin fights up the middle, can only get about 2 on the play. Waiting for him there, Noah Rogers and Jordan Farrington. The Orange defensive line, Stone Edwards, Noah Rogers, and Ryan Sellers. The linebackers, Devondre Moore, Jordy Farrington, Peyton Wilson, and Mervante Beasley. They're also joined by Ryan Puckett, Alex Long, Keshawn Thompson, and Rodney Brooks in the backfield. Gain of 1. So it's now 2nd down and 9 from the 10. Gonzalez hands it off. Baldwin again runs into a pile. The scrum ensues after he gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's about as far as he could go. Ran to Stone Edwards' side, and Peyton Wilson was there to stop him as well. No gain. 3rd down.
Yeah, I guess you have to call running plays, but they're not going to make much hay in the middle of that orange defensive line right there. They're going to have to swing passes, swing runs, things like that, and run up the middle against this team is not going to how you're going to win this ball game.
Nope. So now it's 3rd down and 8. Gonzalez stands out of the shotgun, looks. He'll go to the right, and the pass is incomplete. Threw it behind DeMonte Thomas. Good job on coverage by Keshawn Thompson, who's probably the most dangerous cover defender in the Orange secondary.
And Stone Edwards right there got some good penetration. Gonzalez, being 5'8", had to throw over top of 6'5" Stone Edwards, so that had to bother him a little bit too.
Orange has only trailed twice this season. Once against Person, once last week against Southern. Will it be a 3rd time? The kicker is Arthur Gonclaves. He will come on. Arthur Gonclaves will try a 26-yard field goal. The holder will be Trayvon Barnes. Long snapper Austin Parsons. Snap, and we've got a flag down. The kick up, and the kick is good, but hold on. The head official, John Critcher, threw the flag. Arthur Gonclaves made the field goal from 26 and had about 5 yards to spare, but I'm not sure if this is going to stand. False start against Northwood.
He's going to need those 5 yards on this next kick.
Yep. So now the ball goes back to the 14. And we'll see what the second-year head coach Brian Harrington, the former defensive coordinator for the previous head coach Bill Hall, will opt to do. This is going to be a 31-yard field goal now if they elect to kick it, and they will. So Arthur Gonclaves will try this field goal from the left hash mark. Again, the holder Barnes. Long snapper Austin Parsons. Snap, spot, kick up, and it is good. Again, he got it with about 2 yards to spare, and the turnovers come back to bite Orange. 31-yard field goal from Gonclaves, and Northwood has the lead on Orange. It's the Panthers leading or trailing the Chargers 3-0 on HillsboroSports.com.
A friendly welcome awaits one of the great public golf courses in North Carolina. Okanichi Golf Course is proud to be the home course for the Orange Panthers and the Cedar Ridge Red Wolves men's and women's golf teams. They're open to the public with memberships starting as low as $200. Okanichi is a locally owned third-generation family business with some of the best champion Bermuda greens in the area. Visit okanichi.com for more information, or you can call 919-732-3435 to schedule a lesson, purchase gift cards, or learn more about tee times. And come meet me at Okanichi.
So, the drive after the fumble recovery by Michael Hayes officially ends at the 14. Northwood drove 24 yards, and the drive ends with a 31-yard field goal from Arthur Gonclaves. That is Northwood's second field goal this year. And they lead Orange 3-0. The Panthers have turned it over on both of its possessions so far in this game. There's the kickoff. Gonclaves angled it far sideline. It will bounce, stay in bounds. Running to the opposite side of the field and going down quickly is the ball carrier. Keshawn Thompson goes down. And he went down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Check that. That was number 3 in there, Kendall Whitted, who tried to recover that one. So Orange is slow coming out of the gates here, and you would think after a feeling of triumph, finally defeating Southern Durham, this team would just come roaring out of the gates, but instead this team is in a hangover right now, trailing 3-0 against a team that's coming off a 31-7 loss to Lee County at home a week and a half ago. Here's Jackson Schmidt out of the double wing setup. He'll step off and hand it off. Wilson on a misdirection run, tied up at the line, still turns to the right, fights off 3 or 4 tacklers, and just heads on into the Chargers sideline. Relented, really, more than anything else, as several Northwood players made contact with him at the line of scrimmage, and he still fought ahead for 3 yards.
Yeah, and I guarantee you nobody's more upset about Peyton fumbling that last drive than Peyton himself, so you can expect a Herculean effort here for the next few drives for Orange. But, Jeff, this really is – take the Southern game away from them. It was kind of like an explosion. Their offense so far this entire season has been kind of a slow burn.
Yeah.
Know? And they have withstood several turnovers in several different incidents.
That's right. This team is now -6 giveaway, takeaway. Toss sweep. Beasley weaves through a couple of tacklers, explodes, and a spin move into the secondary, and he is bulldogged to the turf by Cameron Council. That was all that was keeping Mervante Beasley from breaking free. Instead, Beasley with easily the biggest play of the game thus far, a gain of 20 out to the 42.
Yeah, the offensive line right there, Jeff, every single one of them held their blocks nicely. Beasley was patient getting through the line, and then he just exploded. I really like what I'm seeing out of him. This is the element to their running game that they need in Mervante Beasley.
Orange had 6 explosion plays last week. That's counting plays from the line of scrimmage. That's 20 yards or more. Season high is 8. That came against Western Guilford. Hand off again. Beasley. Looks like the same play. Cuts up the line. Few Chargers grab him by the jersey and eventually force him down. His forward progress is stopped at the 46, so a pickup of 4 on the tackle there. Dalton Ravignoli and Cameron Council.
Yeah, Northwood, Jeff, their defense well-schooled in the fact of attacking the ball. You can see those guys. They're really clawing in there, trying to get that ball loose from these Orange running backs.
This is really supposed to be a rebuilding year for Northwood. They've lost some of the more experienced players. Hunter Queen is one of the few seniors on this defense. Colt Jones also in there as a defensive end. He's a senior in the nose tackle. DeQuan Gee in as a senior defensive tackle. But those are just a few of the senior starters, and there aren't many of them. Handoff. This is Beasley again trying to break out of a tackle. He goes down a little awkwardly at the 48. Nice job again by Cameron Council to make the stop, and it's a gain of 2. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 here with Northwood leading, handing Orange only its 3rd deficit of the year. Orange trailed 3-0 against Person and 7-6 last week against Southern. That changed very quickly after the second quarter started. Now a 3rd and 4 here for quarterback Jackson Schmidt, who threw an interception on his first pass tonight. Beasley goes in motion. They'll run a toss. This is Chris Eubanks out to the 50, and Chris Eubanks getting a rare appearance in the first half as a running back. Fights ahead to the 48, and Chris Eubanks gets 5 very precious yards for a first down.
Josh Smith-Breeden right there, offensive guard for Orange, with just a terrific block. Like a pancake-style block. He knocked this guy about 6 yards backwards. Chris Eubanks hit the line hard, went right behind Breeden right there, and a great block and a great run for the first down.
Eubanks fighting ahead for 5, and Orange crosses the 50 for the first time of the game. Minute 10 remaining, first quarter, Orange down 3-0. Wilson in the backfield with Eubanks. He'll get the call once again, running to the left, and Eubanks fights out to the 44. Waiting on there was number 26, Cameron Rowland.
So, Eubanks, Jeff, you get a little change of pace. Eubanks is a little bitty fellow. I'm not sure exactly his particulars, but he is a little guy. And you got Peyton Wilson, Mavante Beasley, bigger guys, right? Eubanks is that nice change of pace style running back.
Evans goes to the right as a wide receiver, Whitted to the left. We'll see if Pat Moser wants to put the ball in the air after Schmid threw an interception his first time out. Handoff, Eubanks explodes over to the 45 and across to the 40. He is stopped shy of the first down by about 3 yards. Good tackle made once again by Cameron Rowland. Orange running to that left side linebacker position, and the gain here is good for 3.
Yeah, Northwood safety and linebackers are doing good jobs tackling because in that particular run, Shea Hoffman, Darrell Edwards, they did good jobs. They opened up a good hole for them, but the linebackers are making tackles for Northwood.
And that is going to be the final play of the first quarter. So Orange is trailing, but they are driving. At the Northern 41, Northwood 41, they'll have a third down when we come back here to HillsboroSports.com. Stay with us here as the Chargers lead the Panthers 3-0.
Whatever you need, whenever you need it. That's what you'll find at Handy Andy's, located at 7136 Highway 57 in Caldwell. Serving their customers for 32 years, customers can look at a wide variety of merchandise, from quick snacks to grocery items, and there's even hardware. Sit back on a summer day and enjoy a cool drink and chat with some friends, and if you don't have any, then make some. Remember the name Handy Andy's. You'll find their stock complete and their service extra friendly. It's not your everyday convenience store, it's Handy Andy's, located at 7136 Highway 57 in Caldwell.
About to start up the second 12 minutes of play here tonight. Orange has got to come up with something important here. They have a third down and 4 from the Northwood 41, and the Chargers leading this game after Orange gave up the ball twice in the first quarter of play. Arthur Gonclaves kicked a 31-yard field goal to give Northwood a 3-0 lead, and now Orange has a 3rd and 4, with probably 4-down territory. Cody Evans to the right, shakes hands with the man who's defending him. That's Jaquan Heaton, the cornerback, who's also an occasional wide receiver. Orange has Pascal in the game now, so he has served out his 1-quarter suspension. He's back out on the field now, and Pascal takes the play fake, running out of Schmidt. He's going to throw, and the pass is caught. Making the catch, Ryan Puckett, and he made the catch for the first down. Ryan slid just as he got that ball, and that will move the chains.
Yeah, that was kind of an odd play right there. Like Puckett could have caught that ball running and had probably picked up 10 or 15 more yards, almost like he was like a nuclear bomb coming at him or something. He didn't want to drop. He got it and just slid down. That was a very odd play. That was a good pass by Schmidt, though. I like it when they put him in motion and do things like that because he went running and throwing the ball. He does better than when he drops back.
Well, I maintain, and we got a flag down here, that Jackson's quickness is underrated. He's pretty fleet of foot when he wants to be.
Oh, yeah, he can move around. I don't know whether it's bad decision-making or arm stroke. It's just a few passes like we saw in that first quarter. He did everything good. He looked good in the pocket, dropping back. Ball was up. He was looking around. He decided to throw, and he underthrew Cody Evans by 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just little things like that you can't really put your finger on why it happens, but, you know, it continues to happen. But I really do like him. When they put him in motion, that was play action, roll out to the right. He put that ball in the money. Probably should have been a 20-yard game, but Puckett for some reason slid down
yeah.
when he caught it. I guess he was just happy with the first down. They want to press his luck the way they've been playing offense this first half. But I want if Orange is going to take the next level and be a true state championship contending team, Jackson Schmidt's going to have to throw the ball some.
No question.
He's going to have to.
And here's a handoff. Wilson will run to the right. He is met at the line of scrimmage and pours ahead to about the 33. Hunter Queen was there to meet him, and right there you've got 2 Big 8 championship wrestlers going against one another. Peyton Wilson at 220 and Michael Queen usually wrestles at around